This is horrible! What do we do? Mina shrieked and gripped Izuku's fluffy mane. Onto his back you climbed once more, and he took you away from the danger. He took you on a detour through a suburban street where you saw goblins and wizards and Pokemon, the transformed remnants of childhood trick-or-treaters. Before you could make sense of the chaos, you were thrown into the front yard of a resident. Midoriya, why'd you stop? His green eyes glowed dark with distress and confusion. You looked to Mina for the translation. He said he suddenly feels funny. Oh, did we make you tired? We can walk together for a while. You don't have to carry us anymore. He's saying, I'm hungry. Is this really the time to be thinking about food? He roared. You don't understand, he says. You have to get away from me? Mina's eyes widened and you understood now too. He was succumbing to the beast, and soon live prey would be on the menu. Oh, you grimaced, taking a step backwards. We have to find a place to keep him away from other people. Oh, how about the concrete storm tunnel beneath the school? But Katsuki, he should be long gone by now. We'll worry about that later. Sounds like the only plan we got. Midoriya, do you think you can get us there before you turn on us? He looked a little hurt by the way you phrased the question, but gave a determined nod. Okay, no time to lose. The school was empty now, or at least it appeared that way. You and Mina were able to successfully imprison Izuku beneath the school. But then... a familiar howl startled the two of you, and it was way too close for comfort. Oh no! He must have tracked us! We've got to hide! You heard his thundering footsteps echo the floor above your heads. You sprinted down the hallway, looking for hiding spots as you went. In the darkness, somehow you had been separated from Mina. You stayed your path, afraid that calling out to her would compromise yours or her safety. Finally, through the dismantled gymnasium you ran, finding a custodial closet. You opened the door, letting out an involuntary yelp at the terrifying clown who resided there.
We all float down here.
Nope, nope, nope!
Come back, Georgie.
Your pace quickened until you found another closet, much smaller than the last. The thumping noise got closer, the impending movement of the beast. You held your breath, praying he wasn't able to smell your scent or hear the sound of your frantically pounding heart. A nerve-wracking noise. The wolf's claws scratching against the wooden door. An ear-shattering crack and a frightened shriek escaped your throat. Ah! His crimson glowing eyes fell on you, and he approached slowly. The satisfied prowl of a hunter who had cornered his prey. Up close, this monster was massive. The length of his long face was nearly the size of your entire body. There was zero chance of defending yourself, especially when you were left quirkless by this mysterious spell. All you could do was stand there, frozen in fear as this inhuman beast neared you. All your thoughts were in a petrified haze, life flashing before your eyes. The creature opened its mouth, sharp teeth in a clear view. But just as you said your last prayers, you were met by a sloppy tongue soaking the front half of your body. You gawked at the creature, slowly beginning to realize that you weren't about to be devoured. A trembling hand moved towards Katsuki and rested on his large snout. You let out a dopey laugh when his oversized tail began to wag, thumping like thunder against the shelves of the closet and knocking over supplies in the process. Was he really just looking to be close to you all this time? Ah! Traveler! Mina's voice called from outside the closet. This interrupted the moment and he snarled, turning to pounce on her. Katsuki, no! Everything happened all at once. Mina's scream filled the air as you leapt between them. The bell in the square struck, signifying the first toll of midnight, and quite possibly your own fate. Mid-pounce, The menacing wolf-like features began to fade and Katsuki's true form peeked through. Before you made contact with the ground, he had returned to normal. He flopped on top of you with a violent You sighed in relief, pinned beneath the blonde, and stared at him for a moment. He blinked back at you, coming to his senses. You aren't gonna lick me again, are you? You smirked, adrenaline still leaving you breathless. No, he said simply, then planted a normal human kiss onto your lips. The end.